Hey everyone, before I made another video putting out any other content, I wanted to address things that are going on right now that are absolutely despicable and in a lot of ways worse than the actual situation that is going on around the world. The situation I'm talking about, the one you know, the thing that is such a huge thing that's going on in our lives right now. Well, guess what? A lot of you are making the matter worse by allowing your fear to make you do things that you don't need to be doing. It's causing more problems, not solving problems. It's making things worse. You're literally putting people's lives at risk when you're being selfish and thinking about only yourself and not other people. Okay, we're all in this together, not just you. We are all in this situation together. My really good friend, she posted this. She's a registered nurse. She's dedicated her life to helping other people, to putting other people first before herself. She has a young family. She has 3 kids. She just had another baby right now. She literally just had a baby like 2 days ago. Okay? She just had a baby. She posted this on my Facebook. It came in my timeline. It says, all you panic buyers stocking up on Ventolin and baby Panadol. Ventolin, for you guys who don't know, is for people, us asthmatic people who have asthma. Okay, there's some of us who have asthma in this situation, and our risk is higher. Okay, people with asthma and things like that are part of a higher risk group. Okay, so my friend posts this and says, all you panic buyers stocking up on Ventolin and baby Panadol should be ashamed of yourself. Was in chemist today, and a lady bought Ventolin yesterday, then came back today and was trying to get more, and then she was refused. But then she goes, I tried to buy one for my son, and her son, when she said son, her son is literally like 5 or something, 4, just super young, and she goes, she's buying one for her son and one for my brother. My brother's asthma is serious, and my son had a mild asthma attack tonight. I could only buy one, which was lucky. My brother hasn't been able to get any. I have friends who haven't been able to get Panadol for their kids who are actually sick. This panic buying crap is disgraceful. Wise up. Pull your heads in. There's enough to go around if you just wise up. This is just one thing that I've heard, guys. This is one thing of just the madness that people are doing around the world. Places are emptying out their shelves. People can't get anything. Medicines, like the things that some people are just stocking up on it, not because they need it right that moment, but they're buying bulk Ventolins and things. I went to the chemist myself, okay? I went to the freaking drugstore, pharmacy, whichever part of the world you live in. It has different names, but I'm sure you get what I'm saying. The place where you buy your medicine, your drugs. I went there myself just the other day to get some Ventolin, and I couldn't get any either. Okay, I couldn't get any Ventolin. All right, so if something happened right now where I got hit or I just had a regular asthma attack, not even related to the other thing, causing symptoms, making it harder for me to breathe, anything like that, like I'd be in trouble. I've been hospitalized myself in the past from asthma attacks. Okay, life or death ones that I've had pneumonia myself before. I've had it before as a result of the asthma stuff that was going on. I've been there. So what you guys are doing is not helping the situation by holding on to bulk Ventolins, bulk freaking medicine, not even just only medicine. Let's talk about toilet paper and food and canned food and vegetable, like all this stuff that other people also need to survive through this, not only you. I have heard it said very clearly, okay, by tons of different governments, not just the right here in Australia, but I've heard it said, if everyone would just act like they normally do their normal shopping, being sensible, because the supermarkets are all staying open. I haven't heard of any supermarket closed anywhere. Like, supermarkets are open through this, okay? And if everyone were to be sensible and not hoard and buy 8 million things and stocking up on 8 zillion things that you're not gonna even need to use right now. You're buying more than you need at the moment, way too much, okay? Like, have a little common sense here, have a little bit of compassion and a little bit of caring for your fellow humans, because I've heard it said, if everyone just went and was sensible, did not start hoarding on everything like crazy, there's enough to go around. There's enough to go around. Think about it, guys. Before you started acting out in fear, did you ever see the shelves empty of the things that you needed? No. Because they've been making stuff and stocking stuff, and everything has been based on what the normal supply and demand type of situation is. If suddenly everyone starts going nuts and buying multiples of things to stock up for the long winter, okay? If everyone does that, then suddenly there's a supply problem. Okay? You guys need to think out here, because you're going to end up causing more people to die by your selfishness and putting more lives at risk than needs to be. We need to be all thinking together right now. We all need to be part of the solution and not part of the problem. I freaking have just seen like mind-blown things. Like, it's not even just about the food, the hoarding, the freaking people going nuts hoarding and buying crap, like stocking up on. It's not only just that. It's just freaking blows my mind. So Bondi Beach, guys, famous beach here in Australia. Famous beach. You might have heard of it. It's in Sydney. And this article just dropped. Bondi Beach is closed to the public after thousands of moronic sun-seekers ignored tough social distancing rules designed to protect Australians from the coronavirus pandemic. The world-famous Sydney beach has been dramatically shut down by officials because hundreds of sun-seekers flocked to enjoy the 34 Celsius temperatures on a Saturday, to enjoy the nice weather. They were accused of putting lives at risk by ignoring social distancing rules. Officials are pleading with people to follow the rules to stop this from getting worse, from it spreading. Now, I don't understand what is wrong with you guys out here that just think, man, I'll just do it anyways. Who cares? Maybe and it happened in Miami. Miami, there was freaking, you guys seen those pictures of Miami when spring break and everything, and tons of people on the beach just acting like they had no care in the world that there wasn't a freaking international pandemic going on. We're not talking about one country, we're talking about the planet. And people are out here acting like, And you know what? It's not even just the people who should be taking responsibility of their actions, but there's companies as well who are doing unbelievable things. Just, again, another big thing. Just a few days ago or something like that, Disney World had the light parade show, the light show, the thing they do. You know how they have the celebration of the lights or whatever it is, the stupid thing that they do, which normally is pretty awesome and cool. But they went ahead with the freaking thing, and there was thousands of people allegedly over there freaking celebrating it up. No social distancing at all. Do you guys understand, like, if you do this, if you're freaking ignoring these things, that you're going to cause this to continue to spread and get worse and worse and worse and worse. And then it's going to cause people to die, literally. Do you not understand this? Because people are not going to be able to get the help that they need. Because there's going to be too many people. That's why it's called flattening the curve, guys. Flatten the curve. That's what everyone is trying to get to happen in every country right now. Because every single country right now, resources are freaking limited. And I'm talking about healthcare resources in particular at the moment is what I'm talking about. Because this is how people are going to die, in particular, if they can't get any health care because the hospitals are over-flooded, people can't get a bed, okay? And everyone is sick at the same time in there, then the people who are more at risk are not going to get the help they need, and they will die. And some of you are like, oh, you know, the selfish mentality. I've heard it firsthand, guys. I've heard it firsthand. I've heard people say it. I've heard people say it. A few weeks ago, I've heard people say it. I've heard people say it 2 weeks ago. I've heard people say it recently. Listen to the language of some people when they're talking. Oh yeah, well, I'm not in that risk group, you know. I'll be fine. You know, if things get bad, then, you know, worst thing, what? I'll just get like a little bit of a flu type thing. I can handle that, you know. People are out here thinking about themselves. So, congratulations. Congratulations. You are new to the world, and your freaking youth may or may not keep you from actually dying from this. Congratulations. You're below the age group that people are saying may or may not be at a higher risk of this. Wow. Congratulations. Lucky you. Aren't you so lucky? Well, guess what? Newsflash. Newsflash. You might not get it, okay? You might not freaking get sick. You might not show strong symptoms. You might not die. But have you stopped to think about your parents? You know, the ones who gave you birth that are actually over the age that they're saying are at a higher risk? Have you thought about your grandparents? Have you thought about your uncles? Have you thought about your aunts? Have you thought about the people who are just people you may know, friends, teachers, tons of people who fall in the older category that are part of your day-to-day life that you may know. Or maybe you don't know them. Maybe you don't know anyone. But guess what? Are you a human? Are you on this planet? Are you part of Earth? Are you an alien? Did your ship just land yesterday and you have no freaking idea of humanity? It's mind-blowing to me. I can't understand. Like, there's places right now that literally would be completely risk, you know, would be like halved, 1,000,000% if everyone would just chill the F out. That's all you gotta do. You're not the only one afraid, guys. You're not the only one in fear. You're not the only one who is worried about what may happen tomorrow or the next week or a month from now. Everyone is in this together. I see stupid things that blows my mind. There's a YouTuber, okay? And I'm not going to say their name, but there's a YouTuber. They freaking was told to be in quarantine, to not leave your homes. Everyone needs to stay home, self-isolate, do all that kind of stuff. They were told this. They're in LA. LA is on lockdown. So you know what they did? They heard that LA was going to go on lockdown that night or something like that. And they went with their girlfriend and they freaking jet-setted out of freaking LA to Costa Rica. Why in the hell would you take the risk of, because they've been, and nothing, they've been around people who have maybe, they've been displaying symptoms of possibly being sick, okay? They've got the symptoms there. They haven't got their test back, they've been tested, they're waiting for results, but they've been symptoms. So they've been around these people. So they don't know. The symptoms don't show up instantly. I'm sure you guys have heard this. It doesn't show up instantly. It takes a while before they may manifest. Doesn't mean you don't have it. So when you take that risk, when they're telling people to, look, don't travel, don't leave the country, don't leave your house unless absolutely necessary. Absolutely necessary doesn't mean I'm going to fly to another country that has healthcare system that is even more probably less as efficient as or strained. You know, like there's small countries. There's certain countries that they don't have resources even worse than bigger countries, you know, in other countries. Like they're struggling even worse. If they get infected with tons of people, it's going to be even worse for them. Like it's just selfish for you to go, what, we're going to just head over to another country along the way. So in the process, how many people do you have to potentially bump into to achieve your little selfish goal? Now, I'm not judging anyone. I'm just literally saying, wake up. Okay? Just wake up. Just stop thinking about only yourself is what I'm saying. That's all I'm really saying. I'm not trying to judge you. I'm not here to be your freaking parent. I'm not your freaking parent. You need to be your own freaking parent, smart boss of yourself and make smart decisions right now. Because your decision may affect someone else's life. That's all I'm saying. My dad is you know, in his 70s. Okay, my dad had to go to the pharmacy the other day. He was telling me how he had to go to the pharmacy and he had to wait in this crazy mad line that was freaking around the freaking, like mad crazy line. Crazy line, he told me. It was freaking just huge. He had no choice. So you're standing in this huge line going to get, you know, medicine that he needs to actually for his health. For his, you know, he's got to take this stuff. He needs to go get medicine. And then he can't get into place. And the worst part is because everyone is freaking out and going nuts about things right now. You're in line with a bunch of other people that you don't know if they have freaking the disease and they're not listening. He told me, he said people were right up on him. He was like, man, no one was listening to the recommendations of the space to be apart from each other. No one was freaking paying attention to it. No one cared. I seen firsthand people. I went to a freaking KFC last time I do that. Freaking watching people just at this particular store. I'm not saying everyone's like that. And I've owned restaurants before, so let me tell you guys, if every restaurant is doing proper food hygiene, food safety, doing the things the way they're supposed to, I've owned restaurants. If your kitchen is running properly and you're following the normal health and safety rules that have been put in place for food businesses, then it's like it's safe, okay? It's safe. But when you're doing stupid things like I was in the drive-thru. Luckily, and this is, some places their dining rooms are still open. I can't believe it, mind blown. But I'm in the drive-thru, and I watch literally the car in front of me. This lady has, or I don't know if it's a lady or guy. I see an arm, looked like it was kind of like a lady's arm to me, but I don't know for sure. But she had coins. It was obviously was coins because her hand was like this. And she takes all these coins or whatever, which I'm assuming it was tons of coins because it looked like it. And she literally gives it to the cash register lady. The cash register freaking lady, she's freaking, so the girl there, she's freaking taking all the coins into her hand. And I saw their hands touch when she did it because she was trying not to drop them. So she literally stuck them in the hand like this. And then she went into the window, put the things in the cash register and stuff like that, right? And she went about serving the food without washing hands. She had no gloves on. She didn't do anything, no sanitizer, nothing, because I watched. I was literally right there. Instantly, money went, boom, food came out. I pulled up to the window, and I watched her literally take fries, okay, the fries, literally, hasn't washed her hands still, guys. No gloves, no nothing. Haven't went, sorry, hold on, let me go wash my hands or anything. Freaking took the fries from someone else over there, took the fries, freaking stuck them in the bag. She literally touching the food, fries. Have you ever seen when they, a lot of fast food places, the fries are hanging out the thing? So, you know, like millions of times I've seen people's hands touching your food. So imagine this, you don't know what the person in the car, if they've got it or not, you know? Even before this whole mess was going on, people have diseases, sicknesses, all kinds of things going on. It's not good hygiene. It's not how you do it. If you're touching money and stuff like that, that's all you should be touching, and you shouldn't be touching the food then. They have 2 windows. You know how a lot of drive-thrus have the first window where you're doing the money taking and handling, and then the next one is food. You get your food. This place, not doing that whatsoever, yet I seen like 6, 7 people. From what I could see, there was like at least 6 people in the front part window kitchen serving food, doing all that stuff in that little small section, and they could have easily had that girl who was doing the freaking cash register freaking not using that cash register at the front where they're also serving food, but in the back for food safety. So that person's only touching money. And they should be smart, because also, why is anyone still using freaking cash anyways? You can order through the app. Okay? That means you don't even have to use your card or tap and go or anything at the freaking window. That means you can minimize your contact right there. I don't understand why places aren't implementing this. Now, I read McDonald's website. McDonald's left a message saying that they are going to start doing smart things like this, you know, like making it so no one has to interact with each other whatsoever. You pick up the food, the window, you'll never have to see a person. You just literally, you know, you take it and go, and all these kind of things. Like, I read McDonald's is saying they're doing that. Everyone's wearing gloves, they say, and all this kind of stuff. I was looking in the kitchen as well, like in the window at the drive-thru, and like, I saw people serving food with one hand with a glove, the other with not, but they were touching other things, and they was like, come on, man. They didn't even have 2 gloves on. I just don't understand what people's minds are thinking. You know, like, this is easy way to spread this stuff. I've also seen the time frame of how long the virus will last on different types of, you know, items like cardboard, paper, and metal, plastics and stuff. And so they've kind of now figured out how long it will stay on certain things. So if the virus is on paper or cardboard, I don't remember exactly, but I think it was about 4 hours that it will stay alive on. So if you get your drive-through, let's say hypothetically your package has, you know, whatever, just say hypothetically, it could still be there for 3-4 hours. I don't know how many people I've seen who are still not practicing washing their hands before eating and things like that. And there you go. Next thing you know, boom. Like, I don't know, guys. I don't want to go on and on about this. I've already spent longer talking about this than I wanted to. But I just want you guys to just be aware of your actions, that it can affect others right now. You need to be smart. You need to be thinking. You need to freaking be careful. And all of that, absolutely, but you don't need to be hoarding and creating a situation that's going to put other lives at risk, all right? I'm going to end this here because I've got a million stories. I can tell you a million things that I've seen, because I'm that person, okay? Even before this happened, I'm that person who's a bit of a clean, germaphobe, clean freak kind of person. Like, I'm that person. I'm not ashamed of it, especially with what's going on right now, but I've always been that person. Because as a kid, if I tried to eat my food without freaking washing my hands first, boom! What you doing? Go wash your hands. Don't stick your hands in the food like that. Come on. Anyways, you guys gotta think right now more than ever. You guys gotta think more than ever. If everyone used their brain right now, this thing would start reversing and going the other way. I don't understand. Do you guys not see the numbers overseas? I just don't. Whatever. I'm not going to keep going on about it. Look, guys, just please be careful. Please be safe. Please think about other humans on the planet. Okay? Be smart. Alright. I'm gonna end this here. I don't really know how exactly to end this. I'll just end it positively and just say, guys, be safe. Let love lead you, not fear. Ground yourselves in love, caring, sharing. Think about everything that's going on. Think about the people around you. Be careful, be safe. I love you. And yeah, just I hope something I've said you can share with other people. Get this message out. Get people thinking. All right, peace.